Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fifth day of the World Judo Championships 2019. We will start on Tatami 3, the first round for under 19.
Well, a very good morning and welcome back to Baku, day 5 of the World Judo Championships. We're about to get underway with the first round in the under 90 kilo category. Iniki Uera of Nauru faces Yaho Varopeyev of Belarus. It's Uera in the white judogi, Varopeyev in blue. There are 4 pools in this weight category. Uchimata from Varopeyev, he slightly overthrows Uera. We're watching the contests in Pool B to begin with. And once we've gone through with Pool B, we'll move to the under 70 kilo category. The women, there are 2 weight categories today. So Pool B of the under 90 kilo category, we're going to be bringing you. And then Pool C of the under 70 kilo category, you'll find the other Wazari Awazeti Ippon. I think he may, Raul Camacho, the referee in the middle, may very well have given Ippon, but the result is the same. It's an early exit, unfortunately, for the man from Nauru. All over and done with fairly quickly. From time to time, you're going to get that with some of the more developed countries coming up against a developing nation. Yeah, he over-rotated him there. You can see the landing is just on the side. Enough to come up with Wazari. Second time around, however, was good enough for the finish. Right, coming up next, Yuta Galatera Villa of Peru faces Yali Lebo of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Galareta Villa in the white judogi, Lebo in blue. I imagine these 2 countries will be slightly more evenly matched than the last matchup. We've got 3 contests in this round 1 in this pool, and then we'll have, as I say, the under 70 kilo category to follow. Galarreta Villar picked up the single Shido there. Thought about the Marote Seanagi, but strong defense from the Peruvian kept Lebo out. Searching for that left side is Galarreta Villar. Just got his opponent backed up there, and he's a little bit defensive, so I think Lebo is going to pick up the penalty for an overly defensive posture, just stiff-arming his opponent and trying to keep him away without coming up with an attack himself. So both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece, and half the contest has gone. No score yet. Just go through the top seeds in this weight category. In each weight category, in each pool, sorry, you'll have 2 seeded players. And in this pool B, Kwak Dong Hang of the Republic of Korea and Komransho Ustapirion of Tajikistan, they're the top 2 seeds. Nice effort there, yeah, that was a good position from Galarreta Villar. Seanagi top, and then Sodagari to finish off. Quite sure what has troubled him with the arm. Yep, I saw putting the left arm down, taking the weight on the elbow. Saw that in attempting to avoid the landing, he just put his arm down and then may have popped the elbow. So very painful. You know, it's that kind of reaction thing. You know, you just want to try and save yourself from going over, and he got himself into some trouble here. That was Parapeyev of Belarus early on. All the medical staff are there and looking after Lebo. They'll be able to treat him. Just seeing if there's any, you know, if he's got any movement in his arm, or are they trying to keep it still? That'll give you a good indication as to how serious a knock he's taken, but difficult to say at the moment. Nadia Basinski from Germany, she's in the venue early. She's already competed. Just see him put his arm down there. Trying to save himself. Well, he's got it bent and he's got some movement in it, so it can't be that bad. Oh yeah. But he has since moved and flexed the arm, and he's up on his feet now, and there is some movement in it, so hopefully it's nothing more. Yeah, that's a bit better now. He's walking off the mat under his own steam, so let's hope that Mr. Lebo hasn't picked up anything too serious. Right, who have we got coming up next then? Jesper Smink of the Netherlands faces Robert Florentino of the Dominican Republic. It's Smink in the white judogi, Florentino in blue. Smink backed up into the far left corner. He manages to turn. He's in a better position here. One of two Dutchmen in the under 90 kilo category. The other one is Noel van der End. I think Noel van der End has already been on. I didn't get to see that particular finish. Just a single Shido against Florentino at the moment. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go. That one never really threatened Smink, and he shaped to apply the shimiwaza then, but decided not to go through with it. Chance for the pickup here. Smink was a little bit high when he went in for that hip technique, and Florentino almost picked him up. Want to get a little bit lower and break your opponent's balance. In that way, your opponent is dealing with the attack first, defending against the attack first, rather than looking to go on the attack with the counter. Ojigari. And then Morote Seoinage low on the left side from Florentino. Two reasonable efforts. And Smink now picks up a penalty. A little over a minute left to go. No score as yet. Both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece. That's another good effort from Florentino. He's looked good in this contest. Just needs to keep up the work rate. Avoid getting caught. He can't touch the leg here when he's defending. And he picks up a second penalty, this time for dropping. Just felt the pressure there from Smink, and the Florentino dropped to his knees. And as a result of that, he picked up the penalty. Tatami was an effort. But Smink defended that quite easily. More chance there for Smink now. He gets in nice and close. Whoa, yes, that's a score. Florentino comes up with the counter. Smink spent far too long in there, and that is it. Won't matter now. He's got the Ushiro Kezugatami on, and it's all over for Smink. Got himself in a poor position there, the Dutchman. Florentino took him over. Smink, in attempting to avoid going on his back, put both hands behind him. He took all his weight on the hands, elbows, shoulders, and picked up a penalty, because we see that as a dangerous action, and in order to try and stop that from becoming a regular occurrence, we penalize that action. So if you put both hands behind you in an attempt to stop a technique, which he does there, then you're going to pick up a penalty. Right, we come now to the first of the contests in the under 70 kilo category. We're looking at the contests in Pool C. And the first of these features Elena Prokopenko of Russia. She's up against Hilda Jaeger of the Netherlands. It's Prokopenko in the white judogi, Jaeger in blue. Ojigari. I should have asked my colleague Esther Stam about the exact pronunciation for Jaeger or Jager. I might go with Jager. Why not? Prokopenko, the Russian, has from time to time come up with some reasonable efforts. Not quite as consistent as the Russians would like. But once in a while, she'll just give signs of improvement in her judo, or yeah, Prokopenko was the one who was bent over and defensive, so she picks up a penalty with 2.5 minutes left to go. Yeah, nice tomoenage into the Yoko Shiogatami, but the leg is trapped, so no, it isn't, but she hasn't got the top half. Wazari on the board for Prokopenko. That was a nice technique. Good effort. Just managing to bring Hilda Jaeger down onto her side. Sumigeishi it was, not tomoenage. Sumigeishi. So it's the Dutch fighter with a bit of work to do, Hilda Jaeger. Still plenty of time on the clock. Another Tatami was her effort from Prokopenko, but this time it really doesn't threaten the Dutch fighter. Able to deal with that one fairly easily. Minute 22 left to go. Jager attacking on the right side. And that was a strong defense from Prokopenko. Minute 10 left to go. Depends just how quickly Prokopenko's energy trained. She's gone back to the Tatami waza. And that normally suggests that she's run out of ideas and is tiring. Wonder if Jager's got enough strength to come back with a score. A little under a minute left to go. Jager going to try and overpower Prokopenko now. Got to keep up the attacks. Well, it was close. Back up on her feet now. 40-odd seconds left to go. Still time here for Hilda Jager to come up with something. And I really feel that Prokopenko is draining quickly. Slow to her feet. Doesn't even make it back to the start point before Jager's at her. Untidy Makikomi effort from Prokopenko, and another one there. And Jager's got to be back up on her feet quickly to try and get out of there. There's still 20-odd seconds left to go. Again, Prokopenko slow to her feet. There comes Jager again, chasing the tying score. Ojigari. That wasn't a bad effort from Prokopenko. Needs to get up from there. Again, 16 seconds left to go. Really hanging on here now. Absolutely everything. And if the coach is giving her the right instructions, it'll be give absolutely everything. First round of the World Championships. Single score will put Jager back into it. She steps off the competition area for me. There'll be 7 seconds left to go. Should come up with a second Judo here. She was lucky to get away with that one. And now the only thing that Jager can do is to score. Got to come up with a score in this last attack. Couldn't manage it.
First round for women under 70 kilos for the number 2. In room 2, representing Poland, Daria Połudziec. In 1-2, representing Uzbekistan, Shukista Mazarova. On Tatami 3, third round for women under 70 kilograms. In blue for Hungary.
Well, she came up with the score early and she was able to hang on to it, but things are going to get a little bit tougher as Prokopenko goes through the rounds, and with that kind of, that kind of contest, it doesn't bode well, I'm afraid. She looked absolutely out of it at the end. Right, coming up next, Emily Burt of Canada faces Gershak Sabina of Hungary. It's Burt in the white judogi, Gershak in blue. And let's have a look and see who Prokopenko will have in the next round. It's the the number 2 seed, Marie-Yves Gahy of France. Well, we're going to see that contest, and I'll just leave any predictions out for the time being. It will all unfold shortly anyway. Nice little koji there from Burt. Just had Gershak stumbling backwards and going onto her front to avoid giving up the score. Good effort from the Canadian. Gershak finds a way out of the competition area, but yeah, I like that. That's terrific work. Absolutely super work. And she's had to tap out. That was really great work from Emily Burt of Canada in right, here we go. Megan Fletcher, slightly taller than Ivor Coughlin. Little Kojigari there to get things underway from Coughlin.
Right.
And again, an attack that has Fletcher stumbling backwards, but only down to her knees, so no harm done. Attempted shimiwaza from the Australian, but it's against or across the chin. So the referee calls mate and stands them up. Nice movement there from Fletcher. She spotted that attack coming. Just attempting the turn over here. Not in the best position now. Lost the top half. Has to reset. Try again. Go over on the right side this time, but Coughlin's defence is strong enough, and Everardo Garcia calls mate and stands them up with 2:40 odd left to go. A little look at Ojigari from Fletcher and a second little stab at it, but nothing serious as yet. Fletcher working on the ground again. This looks like a better position for the turnover, but still Coughlin managing to block things. There's another go. Well, third time lucky then. No real luck involved with that one. Just not quite tight enough on the top. This is a better position. And just a little bit high up with that Tatishio Gatami. This time, a slightly more conventional Keza Gatami.
under 70
And
kilos.
Fletcher is going to finish this one off.
Representing Puerto Rico, the world silver medalist Maria Perez. In white jewelry representing Belgium, Gabriela Ruiz.
So Fletcher gets past Ivor Coughlin of Australia. It'll be Fletcher to go into round 2. She'll come up against Michaela Polaris of Austria in round 2. We're going to continue with the contest in the under 70 kilo category. This is Pool C. We're also going to have Pool D on this mat after these highlights. Coming on to mat number 3 now. Gulnoza Matniazova of Uzbekistan faces Ono Yoko of Japan. It'll be Matniazova in the white judogi, Ono in blue. To the ground, has to be tight in the defense here, but as I say, Matniazova is a useful fighter, could cause some problems. Picked up a penalty for dropping there, just felt the pressure and went to ground. The referee decided to dish out a penalty. Slightly harsh, but oh well, that's the rule. So single Shido on the board in the first minute against Matniazova. Just avoiding the grip of Ono there, and that defense that she used there has also drawn a penalty for her. So 2 penalties against Matniazova. This is not the way she wanted to go. Can't hang on to the belt for too long. Got to come up with an attack. A little Ogoshi followed by the Kosoto, but wasn't able to catch Ono. Chance for the turnover here, but it's not the best position for the Osai Waza. Yeah, Yoko Shiogatami from Ono. Yoko Shiogatami. And it's the second time in a row that you've got to look at the referee and say, you know, he's allowed that action to go on when possibly someone else may have called mate, and it would have been a wrong mate. You got the right man in the middle there. As far as the Niwas is concerned, he spotted that one. Let it come, let it go. Right decision. And nice piece of work from Ono Yoko. Unfortunate for Matniazova that she drew the Japanese first round. But you need the protection of seeding if you're going to miss out on fighting the top fighters. Just worked out this way that Matt Niazova was not seeded, but nor was Ono. And they came head to head in round 1. Made for a nice contest though. Right, who have we got coming up next? Azar Silikova of Kazakhstan faces Sara Rodriguez of Spain. It's Silikova in the white judogi, Rodriguez in blue.
Sara Rodriguez, in white judogi representing Kazakhstan, Azar Silikova. Ono
Yoko is into round 2. She'll face Anna Bernholm of Sweden, the number 3 seed in round 2. Salikova and Rodriguez are battling away for a place. The winner of this goes into round 2 and will face Demos Memlenoum of Chad. At the first minute, no score as yet. Strong effort from Rodriguez, but blocked by Salikova. Just a single Shido against Salikova at the moment. And off the contest, still to come. Yeah, nice little action there at the end. Ojigari, Kojigari. And Rodriguez comes up with a good score. Neat piece of work to give the Spanish fighter the lead with 1:20 left to go.
Vale, mueve para abrir huecos.
Dahinter, dahinter.
2 penalties picked up by Salikova. Wazari on the board for Rodriguez, 20-odd seconds left to go. Salikova with a little Tatami effort, and she tried to drag Rodriguez in to Newaza where she wanted to apply the arm lock, but that didn't come off, and time running out here. Last little effort at Kojigari, but that failed, and I'm afraid for her that time has indeed run out. Sarah Rodriguez of Spain goes into round 2. Right, coming on to mat number 3 now. Natalia Smale of the Ukraine faces Roxanne Taymans of Belgium. It's Smale in the white judogi, Taymans in blue.
First round for the winner of the 70 kilo mat 3. In blue judogi representing Belgium, Roxanne Taymans. In white judogi representing Ukraine, Natalia Smale.
Smale is a fighter who's been around for quite a lot longer than I think she'd like me to say, so I won't, but she has been around international judo for a very long time. Roxanne Taymans leads here by Wazari with a little over 2 minutes left to go. Minute 20 odd left to go. Smile, not any real danger there yet. I'm sure her defense is strong enough. But she'll want to be back up on her feet now, because time is ticking away there. Taman's beginning to get deeper into that Sangaku, but not quite deep enough for the referee's liking. He calls mate, and they're back up on their feet with a little over a minute left to go. Well, if Smile wants to continue in the World Championship, she's going to need to really get going here, because there's very little time left. And Taman's has a good lead. Can't afford to battle away for grips too long. That was nice work. Little Koso Dagaki. Was there enough there for the score? Would have to look at the landing, but that was a neat piece of work from Natalia Smile. No, not quite enough to warrant a score. 15 seconds left to go. Last effort for Smile. She wanders off the area, and so does Taman's, and Taman's may pick up the penalty, but it won't really harm her now with 8 seconds to go. Can't do anything silly here, Taman's. There just isn't enough time for Natalia Smile to come back, and it's Roxanne Taman's who will go through to round two, where she will face Asma Niang of Morocco. Okay, well, we are continuing with round one of the under 70 kilo category. And coming up next will be Emily Suk of Denmark. She faces Yanzi of China. It's Yan in the white judogi, Suk in blue. Yan is a dangerous competitor, but nice effort there from Emily Suk. Little Yoko Tomoyanagi. It's an exceptionally hard-working fighter, Emily Suk. Really, really battles through. She's trained hard. Loads of training camps. Really wants to come off the edge there. It's not helping either of them, and they're both bent over defensively, and it's probably Emily Suk who's going to pick up the penalty. Just the shape of Yan there, looking that little bit more positive, and Suk slightly bent over. She picked up the penalty. Again, going for the Sutemi Waza. Now a chance to grapple with her opponent, but they end up on their feet, and the referee calls mate. Thought about the left-sided Haragoshi. Yan, it didn't come off. Not sure what was ailing Emily Zook there, but she was a little bit verbal with being upset. Can't afford that kind of error here. She was lucky not to pick up a third penalty for a false attack there. Right, 2 penalties against the Danish fighter. Got to be careful now. 2.5 minutes left to go. She won't want to go out on a third penalty. Better to... And she just wandered off the area. Absolute and total disaster. You know, she kind of gifted that contest to Jan Zer there, because Jan hardly had to do anything. 3 errors from Emily Suk in a short space of time. She's going to be desperately disappointed with that effort at the World Championship. She's got so much better judo than we saw there. That's a real shame. Right, well, we go back to the under 90 kilo category then. This is going to be round 2 of the under 90 kilo category, Pool B. We're going to get a chance to see the number 4 seed, Gwak Donghan of the Republic of Korea. He faces Louis Kribagagnon of Canada. It's Gwak in the white judogi, Kribagagnon in blue. We'll have on this mat 3, 8 contests in the second round, 4 in round 3, 2 in round 4. And by the time we get to round 4, the 2 contests will go to determine who will take part in the quarter-final for this pool. This is Pool B. We've got 4 pools. I think I've explained it one or two occasions. Hopefully, you've been able to stay with it and keep up with what I'm talking about. But in any case, there's plenty of judo to come yet. Kribagagnon picks up the Shido for passivity with 2:44 left to go. Well, penalty-strewn contest, I'm afraid. 2 picked up by Kribagagnon, 1 by Gwak. We've still got a minute and a half left to go. It can happen when both fighters are a little bit cagey. Let's hope we can end up with something a little bit more spectacular than Raul Camacho rolling his hands around and signaling Shido. not his fault. Both the fighters have got to come up with something a little bit more than they have up to this point. Inside the last minute then, still looking for the first score.
잡아서 동환이 잡아서 끌고 오라고.
Well, third penalty picked up by Krubagagnon. That's two fighters who've gone out, two young fighters, Emily Suk, Louis Krubagagnon, who have got a lot better judo than they've been able to show here. Will be desperately disappointed to have gone out the way that they have. But as young as they are, they should both know better, and I'm sure would both have liked to have given better performances. A bit too late now. Right, who is it that we've got coming up next? Well, we saw in round one Yaho Varapev of Belarus. He defeated Iniki Uera of Nauru. He's up against Axel Clerget of France now. It's Varapev in the white judogi, Clerget in blue. One of my favourite fighters, by the way. Axel Clerget just got such nice judo. Really got lovely judo. A very, very difficult opponent. And he's also a really nice guy. This for a place in round three. The winner of this will face Kwak Dong Han of the Republic of Korea, the number 4 seed. So that is the reward for whomsoever it is that should win out in this one. So a little over 2.5 minutes left to go. There's no scorers yet. Clerget, not unsurprisingly, has got the better gripping, the stronger gripping, and he's causing Varapev a few problems there. Chance for the Sangaku Tatami effort, but Varapev lifts his opponent off the floor. The chance disappears, not because he's lifted him off the floor, but because the technique collapsed or broke down. There wasn't the same possibility for putting that on, and the referee called mate. 2 minutes left to go. Clerget's always got nice movement. Right-sided effort that has Varapev just stepping off that. Uchimata left-sided from the Belarusian. Tried to come back in, did Clerget, but I think he may have been out for just that little bit too long, and he'll pick up a penalty for stepping out. Shido to Varapev. He got lucky there. The Belarusian picked up the penalty Clerget dodged the bullet because he just wandered out of the area a little bit too long for my liking there, but hey, I'm not the one in control of the contest, so minute and a half left to go. Oh, super work. That could be Ippon, actually. Yeah, it is indeed Ippon. Quickly changed by Cho Min-sun, the referee in the middle. Had a look at the Wazari, but colleagues helped her out there, and Clerget, super quick, neat piece of work, and it will be Clerget to face Guak Donghan in round 3. Job done.
Second round for the 90 kilogram in blue for Portugal, Martinho. And the white for Russia, Untitled.
Right, coming on to mat number 3 now. Hussein Khalmuzaev of Russia faces João Martino of Portugal. It'll be Khalmuzaev in the white judogi, Martino in blue. Hussein's twin brother fought yesterday, so if it appears to you as though you've got deja vu, not really. It was his identical twin Hassan on the mat yesterday in the under 81 kilo category. You can tell the difference actually, because Hussein has got a blue back patch and Hassan has got the gold as the Olympic champion in the under 81 kilo category. Well, that's got the crowd going. I think they've been waiting for that on mat 3 for a while, and it's Hussein Khalmuzaev who absolutely launches Martino for Ippon.
Second round for the 90 in blue for the United Arab Emirates, Untitled Chapter. And the white for Kyrgyzstan,
Huge effort, wasn't it? Right, on mat number 3 now, Faruk Bulekulov of Kyrgyzstan faces Mihal Marchtan of the United Arab Emirates. It's Bulekulov in the white judogi. Marchitan in blue.
Second round for men under 90 kilos, Tatami 2. In blue judo representing Slovenia, in white judo
Single penalty picked up by Bulekulov at the moment. 2.5 minutes left to go.
Musica da vedere tutto santo da facendo il servizio, non giudici, ma quando la scimmia. Vedi, ma vedere quando di mezzo.
Still just the single Shido against Bulekulov. No score as yet. Marchitan looking to go over on the left there. All close to coming up with a score.
Să-l Ascultă, punte pe stânga și după asta schimbă. Să-l mișcă-l, mișcă-l, mișcă-l. Подсечки, перманент, подсекай, ты малус. Перманент.
Marchitan has also picked up a penalty, but Bulekulov is on 2 here. Last few seconds, and then he comes up with the score just in the last 10 seconds. Marchitan just running out of steam there, and Bulekulov able to take him over with that huge uranage for Ippon. Okay, so it is Bulekulov who will go through into round 3 to face Hussein Khalmazayev of Russia. Just to remind you that we're watching the contests in Pool B of the under 90 kilo category. We'll be back after these highlights.
On Tatami 3, in blue from Peru, Judo in white from Tajikistan, from Russia, second round.
Right, up next, Komransho Ustupirion of Tajikistan faces Yuta Galareta-Villa of Peru. It is Ustupirion in the white judogi, Galareta-Villa in blue.
Second round for the weight under 90 kilos, Tatami 2. In blue judogi representing Gabon, Kibitai. In white judogi representing Cuba, Ivan Felipe Sitamoras.
No score as yet, a little over 2.5 minutes left to go.
The next contest is on category 1. Second round for another 90 kilos. In blue judogi representing Iceland, Emil Nordal.
Cambio de solapa, voy a esta solapa después. Primero esta.
Nicolas Shakazavishvili.
Si no voy a Guatasolapa, voy a la izquierda, Hidari.
Minute left to go, no score between Ustupirion and Galareta-Villa, but both fighters pick up penalties for avoiding to take a grip. Referee'd like to see a little bit more contact between this pair, and having invited Ustupirion to get involved, he does just that and throws Galareta-Villa beautifully for Ippon with Uchimata. There you go, just needed a little bit of coercing, didn't he? An invitation to get going. Ustupirion it is. who goes into round 3.
On Tatami 3, in blue for Cameroon, Elimination. And in white from Switzerland,
Coming up next, Cyril Gross-Klaus of Switzerland faces Duidadon Dulasem of Cameroon. It'll be Gross-Klaus in the white judogi, Dulasem in blue. Well, we're just waiting for Gross-Klaus and Dulasem to get to mat number 3. As I said earlier, it's the one at the farthest end of the competition hall from where the athletes enter. So it takes them a little while to get down. Anyway, they've arrived now. Cyril Gross-Klaus in the white judogi. Duidadon Dulasem in blue. Well, he had a chance for the Tatami there, didn't he? Just missed out. Two and a half minutes yet left to go. Both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece. Nice right-sided effort by Gross-Klaus, but he doesn't catch Dulasem, who's proving a pretty tough opponent. Tried the little feint there, did Dulasem. It didn't come off. This time Gross-Klaus goes over on the left. And the second penalty picked up by De La Sem, this time for avoiding to take a grip. Well, we're into the golden score period. Either fighter able to come up with a score in normal time. There's a good effort there from De La Sem. He really pressures Gross-Klaus over on the left.
One time.
But what about the Murata Senagi? Got to make sure that he's got an orthodox grip, De La Sem. Once he gets the unorthodox grip, he's got to attack right away. That's where both hands are on one side. You can't hang on there for too long. Yeah, he's tiring now. And he can't afford another penalty. That's the problem.
Golden score on Tatami 2.
Good pressure from the man from Cameroon. Has he got enough in the tank to get past Gross-Klaus? Gross-Klaus picks up a second penalty. Another penalty for either of these would put them out. That's the question. Who's got more left? That's a good strong effort from De La Sem. Did that take anything out of him? Did it wear down Gross-Klaus even more? Both fighters having to dig really deep here. You can see that they're almost completely spent of energy. Gross-Klaus can hardly stand. De La Sem has taken so much out of him. Now, just the mate there.
He's waiting.
Just feel as though one really strong push. Oh, that was poor. And they're going to let it continue. That was on the limit there. Almost a false attack. Neither coach can say anything at this point because the contest is underway. You can't coach whilst the contest is underway. Left Uchimata, but there just isn't the strength there from either of them to come up with a scoring technique. This could go either way. Horrible if De La Sem gave it up on a penalty for a gripping infringement, but he's flirting with that from time to time, hanging on just for a little bit too long. Uchimata, he can't come up with it, and I think that might be it. Well, Gross-Klaus is still in there. Maki Komi gets pushed away. Had that been a little stronger, I think they'd be ending it now. One more big attack from De La Sem. If you can get in here quickly, and a strong enough attack, he doesn't. It's an Uchimata effort from Gross-Klaus, and he takes it. Well, Ustapirion, who is waiting for the winner of this contest, must have been in the warm-up area watching this on the big screen thinking, keep going, guys. Because that was 3 minutes of absolute hard work. And I'd be shocked if Grossklaus can come back and test Ustapirion, who is a super strong fighter, had a reasonably straightforward win in round 2 against Yuta Galarreta Villar of Peru. He gave everything, absolutely everything in that one, Grossklaus, as did Dolasem of Cameroon. And he's probably used up all his day's energy, I'm afraid. Poor old Grossklaus. Had to do it to get past Dolasem, but having done that, I don't think he's going to recover. Just took too much out of him. Right, coming up next, Robert Florentino of the Dominican Republic faces David Clamet of the Czech Republic. It's Florentino in the white judogi, Clamet in blue. Things taking shape now as far as the draw is concerned, now that we're part way through the second round. We've got the third round contests coming up.
Ya, quédate con la izquierda.
Tell you quickly, Guak Dong-han of the Republic of Korea will face Axel Clerget in the first of the round 3 contest. It will be Hussein Khalmozaev to face Farouk Bulekulov, and then Komrashor Ustapirion will go up against Cyril Grossklaus. Well, there's another Ippon. Florentino is absolutely flying today. He buries David Clamet of the Czech Republic with a beautifully executed left-sided Uchimata. So, Florentino into round 3. 2 good wins for Florentino. He got past Jesper Smink of the Netherlands and now David Clamet. That takes him into round 3. Top man. Well, Florentino will face the winner of the upcoming contest between Petr Zilka of Slovakia and Ravin Shrestha of Nepal. It's Zilka in the white judogi, Shrestha in blue. Chance to work on the arm here. Yep, that's going to come out. Whee! Shrestha will have a bit of pain on that arm. mixing it with the big boys at the World Championships. That's going to be a little bit sore. Yeah, that is going to be sore for a while.
Tatami 3, second round,
Right, it's back to the under 70 kilo category now. We're looking at the contests in Pool C. Here comes the number 2 seed, Marie-Eve Gahi of France. She faces Elena Prokopenko of Russia. It's Gahi in the white judogi, Prokopenko in blue. We already saw Prokopenko defeat Hilde Jager of the Netherlands in her opening contest. She wasn't on the best of form, I'm afraid, and now she's up against the number 2 seed, Marie-Eve Gahi. Just have the feeling that this is going to prove too difficult for Prokopenko. I was chatting this morning about the, not inconsistencies, but the need for her to be that little bit more, yeah, just too strong. Marie-Eve Gahi completely overpowering Elena Prokopenko. You know, once in a while she'll come up with a really good performance, but this morning her win over Hilde Jager suggested that this was not going to be her day. She just didn't look to have everything in working order, and she just got clattered there by the French fighter, who is, you know, absolutely on terrific form. Okay, let's see how we get on here. It'll be Emily Burt of Canada. She goes up against her northern neighbor, Chantel Wright of the United States of America. That's Wright going up against her northern neighbor. Let's get the geography right. No pun intended. It's Burt in the white judogi, Wright in blue, and we'll just leave out the geography, shall we? It's far too confusing.
Sleeve again. Get the sleeve again.
Chantel Wright is an improving fighter. I saw her at a training camp in China a few months ago and was working hard. I'm sure all the fighters work hard at the training camps, but Wright was working particularly hard. So, caught my eye.
Keep your angle, that's it. There, 2 attacks.
That was so close. Nearly not exactly what he wanted to get. He's really turning it.
No score as yet.
Line up, bring it into this.
There is now Burt going great guns here. I think she's got a brother, I think, who represents Canada as well. Zachary, they're about the same age, aren't they? Emily Burt, Zachary Burt. Possibility that they're related. Wazari up now with a little over 2 minutes left to go.
No score. Line up. It's really surprising tough 90 kilogram match. Line up in for him. Oh, it's switching up.
You gotta mix it up, okay?
Keeping his upper body up. Really good balance. So just one thing to turn around and come back to the fall.
Still the Wazari lead for Burt as she searches for a score that will end it and put her in to round 3. Right, looking for a way back. There's an attempted shimiwaza, but they roll off the competition area and the referee calls mate.
Okay? You have to work towards it. Come on. Solo, solo, okay?
Coming in on the other side. Oh, Kosoro. Koji. Oh, and right up again, trying to turn it. Clearly feeling a strenuousness, energy drain in this match, just to cut off really focused on this match. Really trying to
Well, eventually Emily Burt coming up with the finish there. That does put her into round 3.
coming in again with this exchange. And might have driving it down, but yes, able to stay up keep his upper body up.
It's only the second round, Emily. You've got some stuff yet to come. And in round 3, it'll be Marie-Yves Gahi of France, the number 2 seed. Emily Burt through to round 3.
But yes, clearly keeping his back totally off the mat. Grabbing the leg. Light off. Alfred grabbing the leg. Second Shido for Maidov. One more Shido for Maidov and he is out. Yes. It's kind of surprising what the French coach is doing.
Right, coming up next, Sally Conway of Great Britain faces Elvismar Rodriguez of Venezuela. It'll be Conway in the white judogi, Rodriguez in blue. There come the 2 fighters then. Bronze medalist at the Olympic Games in Rio, Sally Conway, and fast improving youngster Elvismar Rodriguez from Venezuela. Oh, nice grip there from Elvismar Rodriguez. She just had that broken off by Conway very quickly. Got rid of the danger. Conway happy to engage in Newaza. If Rodriguez wants to mix it down there, Conway's perfectly happy. Looking to go over on the right side there, Rodriguez, and Conway just stepping off that effort.
Pega fuerte, vamos, convencida.
Just going toe to toe with Mindup. That's what Mindup has to offer. Really to turn them, riding them out, keeping them certainly.
An initial battle for grips, and then, ooh, I'm not that sure that Conway won't pick up a penalty for grabbing the leg there. Visma Rodriguez could still have attacked her opponent, who was on the ground there. Anyway, didn't happen. Yeah, not quite the strongest of efforts on the right side there.
Sleeve down.
Tomoe just a little bit too far away. She was that far away that the referee decided it was a false attack. A little bit harsh, but
This has been a terrific World Championships. This year, for Azerbaijan, there's been just
no score, just a single Shido against Conway with a minute and a half left to go.
Controla el brazo y te vas por ahí. Métete duro a la cadera también. Vamos.
London versus Russia, sorry, Great Britain versus Russia. It's just amazing to see. Wonderful to see how each player adapts and blends techniques. Comes up with new things like points. Like that terrific.
Right-sided effort from Rodriguez, but Conway was moving off to her right and
Métete duro, más confianza.
managed to avoid getting caught up with anything. Inside the last minute now. Single Shido against Conway. Rodriguez proving a tough opponent for the British fighter to get past. Bent over and looking a bit defensive at the moment. And that was the problem. Conway ended up looking the more defensive of the two. So she picked up a penalty. There was no attack from the position that Sally had adopted. And the Venezuelan was looking threatening, but there's a nice sumigeishi there. I wonder if there's a landing there. It's away from the referee, so you'll have to ask his two colleagues to have a look at that. Nothing wrong with wanting to have a second look. He hasn't got the benefit of a replay on the mat, so he has to ask his colleagues what they think. That's normally the way it's done. So there's a pause here whilst we wait to see whether there's going to be a score from that action or not.
Yes, in for the big Uchimata and Mindup, nearly turning it again. Nice, nice exchange.
Bit of a debate here with the commission as they have a look at that, and there is a Wazari. So Conway scores Wazari with 4 seconds left to go. There's not enough time. And the girls have a good old battle, knowing full well that time had been called, that Soramade had been called. It's done. It's done. Not sure why they're thinking about continuing. Bit of aggro at the end there. Both fighters knew it was over, but neither wanted to be the first to stop, and they just continued, knowing full well that the time had gone. Well, as we've said many times before, it is a contact sport, and from time to time things can get a bit rough. A bit rough and tumble at the end there. Ooh. Well, make your own mind up about that one. Sumigeishi, over she goes. I think there's a Yuko. Oh, sorry, a Wazari there. I think there was a score there. Right. Who have we got coming up next then? Michaela Poloches of Austria faces Megan Fletcher of Ireland. It's Polaris and the white judogi, Fletcher in blue. Polaris had a bye in the first round. So this is her opening contest. Fletcher got past Ivor Coughlin of Australia in her opening contest. This then to decide who will go up against Sally Conway in round 3.
Chest to chest. Clearly where Maidov wants to be. Not where Diaz really likes to be, but oh my gosh, Sasai Tsukumiyashi. Oh, but he paused to look at the referee instead of completing the drive and driving Maidov to his back. That was so close. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant response by Diaz. Okay, Maidov coming in. Big way to grip this.
Zur Hüfte, ganz eng den Zugang, hervorragend.
Coming in. A little bit of coaching. Just off balancing Maidov, trying to get him compromised. Maidov trying to step around Diaz, turning up the body. Oh! Maidov dropping out of the exchange.
2:20 odd left to go. No score yet between Polaris and Fletcher. Fletcher, however, just given a penalty there for ducking underneath. Chance to work on the ground, but they get back up to their feet, wander off the competition area, and the referee calls mate with 1:40 odd left to go. No scores yet.
Not letting Maidov come in and draw him in again. Maidov coming in reach, Maidov easily stepping over it. Maidov just doesn't have the position, the dynamic movement. Diaz coming in and really threatening to bring Maidov around, but Maidov really dropping down. Oh, just blocking. Shuffling as they move. Just getting up. Oh my goodness.
Fletcher with a single Shido against her. Minute to go. Steps off that little Koujigari effort from Polaris. Comes up with her own Ojigari and then thinks about the Uchimata. Has to avoid the left Uchimata effort of Polaris, and now it's the Austrian working on the ground here.
interior.
Oh, Shimiwaza looks on, I'm afraid. That looks like a good position. Oh, there, spun out of that. That was close. That was really close.
Zugarme zur Hüfte, wenn's
Got to
geht.
be at the edge of the turns at this point.
Just managed
Walking.
to get away from that. Might spend a couple of seconds tidying up the gi here because that was on. Whew, yeah. Just about recovered from that one, did Megan Fletcher.
Just good sportsmanship, even though how
Last few seconds in regulation time.
so much respect for one another.
It looks as though we're going to need to go into golden score to sort this one out. The referee calls mate. They'll get back to their start positions and we can get back underway right away. Gis look tidy enough. Just wait for the clock to roll round. Yep, golden score it is, and off we go.
Two Shidos. Yes, might pick up a second Shido here for God and Angel. Both two Shidos. Oh, man. This is one match we don't want to see ended a Shido. This was really good. This was just stepping back and releasing to yep. Third Shido for Mana. Both players penalized for passivity. And yes, comforting Mana. Saying thank you for a tremendous, tremendous match. Even though it's not really possible, that is an incredibly hard one. Both women didn't know it.
Oh, chance here to the rear now. Oh, that was close. Good change of direction from Fletcher. Probably the closest to that anyone has come to scoring in this contest so far.
Such a heart-rending, heartfelt, total effort.
Koji Gari first, and then the Ippon Seoinage. Now a chance on the ground again for Polaris. She threatened Fletcher once already with the attempted Shimiwaza, and Fletcher managed to avoid that. She turns out of this one as well.
That's better, it's coming. Los geht's, komm!
Third round spot beckons for Polaris or Fletcher. A date with Sally Conway awaits the winner of this one.
Gonzalez just swerving out toward his body. Keeping the pressure on, not letting up for a second.
.221 we've had already
Hast, schmeißen sie hin.
of golden score.
Durchgehen, hast du gehört? Nimm den Zugarm, ziehen ganz eng ran, geh nochmal ran.
Fletcher is the fighter with the single penalty. This is a tough one.
Very specific Shido. Grabs a leg a second time. Disqualified. Shido. Shido instead.
Just stepping over that left leg. But unfortunately,
Den Zugarm zu bekommen.
not able to come up with a counter. looks like the only time that someone's going to come up with a score when they get hooked in that close. Oh, Saikomi again. Good turn. Kazuri Tatishioga Tami, and this time Fletcher's opponent, despite the fact that Fletcher's pretty high up there, Fletcher's opponent is not going to get out of that one. Far too much energy was given early in the contest. There isn't anything left. And it is Megan Fletcher who goes through to round 3, where she'll face Sally Conway.
The next contest is called Tatami 2. Second round for women under 70 years. In Judo, representing Mongolia, Elimination.
Well, this is the last of the contests in Pool C, but we're doing C and D, so we're going to stay with the under 70 kilo category. And coming up next will be the number 4 seed. Sorry, number 3 seed, beg your pardon. Number 3 seed, Anna Bernholm of Sweden. She faces Ono Yoko of Japan. It'll be Bernholm in the white judogi, Ono in blue. Bernholm picked up a Shido already inside the first minute, and now it's Ono looking to try and attempt the turnover here. Still just the single Shido against Anna Bernholm. She's got good throwing skills, a good grappler is Bernholm. She's really established herself in the under 70 kilo category. Wants to get that left arm back over onto the right side of her opponent. Just for a while was trapped on one side, and if you're on one side for too long, you'll get penalized.
3 times world champion, Yuya.
Just got that foot trapped. Anna Bernholm. That's not the strongest of defenses, the way she's got it there, but Ono hasn't been able to extract it yet. Just got to make sure that if it does come out, she's got the turn timed perfectly. Yeah, she's had another stab at that. Cool, Mate, yeah. Well, Ono had a good long try there. Wasn't able to come up with the Osai Komi, so the referee called Mate. Little sumigeishi effort from Bernholm, and then straight on to the arm. She hasn't got the right leg under the head to use that as leverage to try and apply the Jujigatami, so the referee called Mate. We're into the golden score period already. Wow. All happened very quickly. Again, the Tatami was her effort from Bernholm. Just had Ono defending against that attack. First of 4 contests in Pool D. This one. Ono a bit sloppy with the gripping there and picked up a penalty for holding inside the sleeve. Minute 20 odd of golden score gone already. Bernholm has threatened a couple of times with some Tatami-waza and then come pretty close to being able to work something on the ground from those attacks, but nothing yet. Again, the Tatami-waza just missed the arm. That was a useful looking effort until the transition from Tachi-waza to Ne-waza broke down, but you could see the thinking. Didn't look that clever from Bernholm. Ono it is who picks up the second penalty. So the advantage with Bernholm at the moment. Clash of heads there. Big effort from Bernholm needed now. Again with the Tatami-waza and almost getting in a position to work on the arm. Unfortunately, it's left her in a position for Ono to attack on the ground. She's got to be careful with the arm that she doesn't give up the udigarami, but it's going nowhere. Ono isn't able to make progress. And we've had 2 minutes and 45 seconds of golden score. Bernholm has had the better of the latter half of this contest, certainly in golden score, where Ono has picked up 2 penalties. Needs to go over on the left here. Kouchi from Bernholm goes back to the Sutemiwaza. Ono always looking reactive rather than positive herself, waiting for something to happen. There's that leg. Make sure that she's got the turn timed correctly if she's going to turn out of this to try and threaten Ono. This is the point at which you've got to be careful and trap the leg again. So should really look to call mate here if that doesn't develop quickly enough. Time to think about the turn from Bernholm. There's just the toes left in there. Squeeze that out. And the turn went the wrong way. She turned to her right. She wanted to go to the left. Osaikami is on. That was the way she should have turned in the first place. Oh well. Well, Ono gets past Anna Bernholm. She's in a really good position here. Here's Ono having put out the number 3 seed. This is a good draw, really good draw for Ono. That was the big name in there, really. Anna Bernholm from Sweden, and she's just beaten her. So the pool now opens up for Ono Yoko. Draining second round contest for the Japanese, which she finished off on the ground. Right, coming up now, Sara Rodriguez of Spain faces Demos Memnelum of Chad. It's Rodriguez in the white judogi, Memnelum in blue.
Tatami, tervetuloa Puolustusvoimilla kampsikentistä 1 Puolustusvoimien Kampelani Viikim Azerbaidžan.
Rodriguez with a strong Ouchigari effort there, almost bringing her opponent down for a score. Single Shido against Memnelum at the moment. 2 minutes left to go. No scorers yet in this round 2 contest. Rodriguez defeated Aza Salikova of Kazakhstan this morning in the first round. So on paper it hasn't been the most testing of draws for the Spanish. She's got herself a good draw here and should try to make the most of it. Things are going to get a little bit more tricky in the next round because whomsoever wins this one will have to face Ono Yoko of Japan. Nice Osai Komi. Sangaku Gatami from Sara Rodriguez. She wins out and goes through to round 3. And as I say, she'll face Anna Bernholm. She'll face Ono Yoko of Japan in round 3. We'll have a look at some highlights and then we'll be back with Asma Niang and Roxanne Taymans.
Tatami 3. In blue for Belgium, Roxanne Taymans. And in white for Morocco, Asma Niang.
Is the more experienced of the 2 fighters, been around quite a long time. She'll fancy her chances here of making round 3 in the World Championships, but she picks up a Shido there with 2.5 minutes left to go. Well, if she's had a hand on before, then that will count. But what she can't do is to go straight, because she can't do a direct bear hug. So it'll be interesting just to see on the replay how this came about. There's the footwork, that's the Koso Togaki. You just have to look at the top half. Nope, they've had a look at that one. That appears to be all in order, and we'll see from the replay, but a direct bear hug is penalized with a Shido. However, If there's contact beforehand, no, perfect, absolutely perfect. Had the left hand on, zero problems with that one. That was beautifully executed by Asma Niang. Nice one. Right, we continue in the under 70 kilo category. Another round 2 contest. This time we've got Kwon Sun-young of the the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. She faces Yan Zi of China. It's Kwon in the white judogi, Yan in blue. Maki Komi right away from Yan, and Wazari goes on the board. Inside the first 15 seconds, Kwon not even settled as yet. And unfortunate for her, gives up the score. Ojigari from Yan. Kwon coming under some serious pressure right away. Morote Seoinagi just misses out, just got to get the left arm back. Nice little tussle, this one. Looks to go over on the left side there, does Kwon. Now maybe a little bit more settled after that initial burst from Yan. Well, she's got to get a little bit closer to her opponent, just that little bit too far away. There's a little bit of distance between her and the Chinese opponent. That's a little bit better. Yan Zi picked up a penalty. Well, she'd had the attack in the first 15 seconds. We then had maybe 45 seconds, 50 seconds without any activity at all. So she just slowed down a little. Took a bit of a breather, having had the score. 2:20 odd left to go. Sodagari from Kwon, and almost coming up with the score. She's got to get past Yan's legs, and if she wants to get involved in any nearwaza. Coming back into this now, half the contest gone. Oh, couldn't come off the other side. That's what she was looking for. And a second penalty picked up by Yan. Problems for her. Well, Wazari still the lead with a little over a minute left to go. 2 penalties picked up by Yan. She's in danger of going out here because Kwon is a busy little fighter.
The next contest of the Judo, third round for 190 kilos. In Judo representing Japan, Nagasawa Eka. In white judo representing Mongolia, Naruga Alpha.
Another good effort from Yan, and now Kwon comes up with her effort. Can't finish off with the push. That would have come up with the score. Half a minute left to go. A good battle here. must get a score on the board in these last few seconds. No, not going to be enough. Time ticking away. This is just where Yan wants to keep Kwon. There'll be time for one attack. Unfortunately for Kwon, just a little bit of maybe lack of experience there on the international circuit. Could have been a little bit different. She didn't pick up a penalty, which showed that, you know, she's active enough. But the single score picked up by Yanze was enough to put the Chinese through to round 3. Okay. She'll face Asma Niang of Morocco. Well, we come back now to the men in the under 90 kilo category. We've been watching Pool B, and we've now got 4 contests in Pool B. The first of these features Gwak Donghan of the Republic of Korea. He's up against Axel Clerget of France. It'll be Gwak in the white judogi, Clerget in blue.
Second round, for another 90 years, in blue judogi for cross, Axel Clerget. In white judogi for Korea, Gwak Donghan.
Clerget just with the one hand on at the moment, just looking to settle in. Gwak, the number 4 seed at the start of the day. Clerget, unseeded. We've still got another round after this before we get to the quarterfinals. So 4 rounds these fighters have to go through.
The next contest of the 1, second round for another 90 years. In blue judogi, representing Russia, Mikhail Nikolov. In white judogi, representing Spain, Nicolas Shekasashvili.
A little ojigari there from Gwak. Didn't really unsettle Clerget, but he knew he was there. Gwak just keeping that right side away from Clerget. Ojigari, strong effort from Gwak. Clerget managing to stand up nice and tall, strong, and defend against that. In that far right corner now. Actually, it was the left corner, depending on how you look at it. But maybe I'll just give up on the directions and geography. Is a little bit off today. Give that a miss. Sumigaishi, and over goes Guak. That's a terrific score, and Clerget very cleverly trying to work on the ground immediately. Super work in Nevaza from the Frenchman. He's not going to let him out of here in a hurry. Well, he was all over him there, wasn't he, Clerget? Yep, have to catch his breath here. Will Guak. 40 odd seconds left to go. Clerget again with the Tatami waza, trying to draw Guak in. Keep him on the ground where he feels strong and where he can see some of the clock disappear. Potential turnover here from Clerget. He's not just wasting time down there. He's having a little look at this, a little look at that, and the referee's called Mate with 20 odd seconds left to go. Guak staring at a third round exit. Former world champion Guak Donghan of the Republic of Korea. Clerget, one of the cleverest fighters, throws with Ippon Senagi left-sided. And out goes Guak Donghan. Well, he had to come forward, Guak Donghan. And with the state of the contest, Clerget knew that that was the case. He knew that Guak would be coming at him, and he walked on to that Ippon Senagi. Clerget through to round 4 now. We'll have a look at the highlights and then we'll be back with the next contest. And the next contest features Hussein Khalmuzaev of Russia. He's up against Faruk Bulikulov of Kyrgyzstan. It's Khalmuzaev in the white judogi, Bulikulov in blue. First minute out of the way, no score as yet between Khalmuzaev and Bulikulov. Just trying to free his hands up there. And it's Bulikulov who picks up the penalty for just that negative gripping. Had a nice strong grip on the sleeves, just pushed them down and didn't do anything with it.
Second round for women under 70 kilos. Tatami 2. In blue judogi for Spain, Maria Bernardo. In white judogi for Canada, Evita Sumancic.
So just that single Shido against Bulakulov at the moment. Karl Musayev almost like a hunter, just stalking Bulakulov at the moment. You've got the feeling that he's just waiting for the right shot to take. And Bulakulov just trying to fight him off. Yep, Wazari, far better to give the Wazari than the Mate. That was right there. Good score for Karl Musayev. He leads by Wazari with a minute left to go. Again, both fighters with grips on the sleeves, but neither able to free themselves up. Karl Musayev just breaking that off and looking for a more conventional grip from which to work from. Well, the single score was enough for Hussein Karl Musayev to get past Farouk Bulakulov of Kyrgyzstan. It's Karl Musayev who goes into round 4, where he'll face the Frenchman Axel Clerget.
Tatami 3, the third round for 19 kilogram. Judo for Switzerland, Judo Grossklaus. Meanwhile for Tajikistan,
Coming up next, Komranshor Ustapirian of Tajikistan faces Cyril Grossklaus of Switzerland. It's Ustapirian in the white judogi, Grossklaus in blue. It's just as well that there's been a bit of time in between this contest and Grossklaus's last contest, because when Grossklaus left the mat against Dulasem, he was in need of a serious rest. I'm not quite sure if he's had a long enough break in between the contest, but this is as long as he's going to get. He's back on the mat now, and it's Mr. Pirin and white judogi, Grossklaus in blue. Single Shido against Grossklaus. 250 odd left to go, plenty of time. And just a Shido. Wasauri on the board for Ostapirion as he brings down Grossklaus with a little over 2 minutes left to go. Time enough for Grossklaus to come back into this. I just feel that the previous contest took so much out of him that up against a really physical opponent like Ostapirion, if you're not going to do it quickly, you know, you're just not going to have enough strength to tackle him. Very, very strong fighter. And he already leads by Wasauri, so Grossklaus really up against it here.
Fight. 1 minute. Chill.
Inside the last minute here. Ostapirion is still looking strong. I think the reason for that is that he hasn't been seriously tested by Grossklaus, who himself was drained in his last contest and hasn't been able to bring the same kind of intensity to this one. So whereas in the past we've seen Ostapirion, you know, blowing heavily towards the end of his contests. He's only got 28 seconds to hold out here, and he's a Wasauri up. He hasn't picked up a penalty, so again, you know, there are options for him. Grossklaus now trying to pull something out of the hat, but with 20 seconds left to go, I think this is going to prove very difficult. Elbow injury. One last big effort then from Grossklaus needed if he's going to stay in the competition. Otherwise it'll be the Tajik Komracho Ostapirion who's going to take this one. Yeah, frustration for Cyril Grossklaus, but he surprised me actually by having enough in the tank to go 4 minutes. But the single score of Wasauri picked up by Komracho Ostapirion is enough to put the Tajik through to round 4. So the Tsurikomi Goshi was the score from Komracho Ostapirion. Up next, Robert Florentino of the Dominican Republic is up against Peter Zilka of Slovakia. It's Florentino in the white judogi, Zilka in blue. And no, I'm not going to jinx either of these two fighters by saying anything. I'll leave it up to you. Take a look at this one. Uchimata, good effort there from Zilka. That wasn't the best direction there from Florentino. He had a better grip to go on the other side. And again. Inside the last half of the contest. Yeah, trying to get inventive. Mr. Florentino left his arm out there, but Zilka not able to take advantage of it. Okay, sometimes you have to try something a little bit different. And Florentino gave that a bit of a bash. Whoa. And Florentino, who has thrown people so beautifully himself earlier in the day, goes over to a big one himself. Look at that. Massive ogoshi there from Peter Zilka. He had a good run of it, Robert Florentino. Well, I'm afraid that is where the run comes to an end. It's Peter Zilka of Slovakia who goes in to round 4. He'll face Komrancho Ustapirian of Tajikistan. We'll be back with the under 70 kilo category next.
On Tatami 3 with third round for women 70 kilograms. In blue for Canada, Emily Burt. And in white for France, Marie-Yves Gahier.
Coming onto the mat now, Marie-Yves Gahier of France faces Emily Burt of Canada. It's Gahier in the white judogi, Burt in blue. Burt has had wins against Chantel Wright of the United States of America and Gershak Sabina of Hungary. But I think this is going to prove a bridge too far for the Canadian. Marie-Yves Gahier looks in sparkling form, having absolutely destroyed Elena Prokopenko in a previous contest. Takes something really special from Emily Burt to get past the Canadian. Nice Uchigari from Burt, and that had Gahier hopping backwards to try and avoid getting caught, landing on a front. Looked to go over on the right side there, wasn't quite settled and ready for the Harai Goshi, or maybe the Harai Maki Komi that she employs from time to time, Gahier. Well, missed with the Maki Komi, but almost came up with the Kosoto Gaki there. Looking really dangerous there Almost coming up with a score.
Golden score, Tatami 2.
Nice turnover, but she couldn't get into the Osaikomi position from there. Emily Burt still in it, and we're inside the second part of the contest. There's the Makikomi, but wasn't quite far enough up on the elbow. Didn't have that grip higher up on the elbow and couldn't pull the arm, her opponent's arm, across her body. Minute 40 had left to go. Better grip from Burt there, but she's on the receiving end of another Osodogari, and this time she's just sat on her backside, so there's no score. Burt picks up a penalty for passivity. All the action coming from Marie-Eve Gahi. Still looking for that Makikomi. Kojigari on the end of it. And then Burt came back with her own. But still no score. A little over a minute left to go. Just a single Shido against Burt. Terrific effort there with the Ojigari from Burt, almost catching Gahi. Good effort. This has been the best performance that I've ever seen from Emily Burt against a high-quality opponent, the number 2 seed in the competition, and Emily Burt standing up really nice and tall, strong. Maybe there's some kind of clash there of heads, or when they went to ground there. Anyway, they continue on. Nice effort again with the Ojigari. That's really threatened Gahi on a few occasions. Really good effort from Emily Burt here. Makikomi effort again. She's got the right counter, has Burt, stepping away, and the Kosadogaki, or changing it for the Ojigari. Just hasn't got the energy there. Still gathering herself after that clash of heads. Well, it's been all Makikomi from Gahi as far as the attacks are concerned. She hasn't caught her yet. Single Shido against Burt. That puts her in good stead should they go to... Oh, that was close again. Burt's come closest to scoring, to be honest. It's not over yet. No, No score there. Just wondering what would happen if Burt were able to come up with an Ojigari from an attacking position rather than as a counter. Most of the time she's been reacting to attacks from Gahi, but if she can get in there first, either with the Ojigari or the Osotogari, maybe one of those two would catch Gahi. Slow to her feet, the French fighter. Gahi just being looked at by the referee, and she continues. Now we've had almost a minute of golden score, and that again is close, but no score. Burt picks up a penalty for passivity. It's a second penalty. There's the Ojigari I was talking about. From an attack, however. That's the difference. She really threatened Gahi. She could do this. Burt is putting on some serious pressure here. As long as she stays off that Makikomi, and she does there. Ojigari or Osotogari from Burt as an attack could do it, because Gahi is drained. Not surprisingly, after a minute 14 of golden score. A real chance here for Emily Burt. Well, after the review, they decided that that last Makikomi effort was worth Wazari. Just have to look at the landing here. Well, it's on the other side, so we can't really see. Right, we're underway with the next of the third round contests. It's Sally Conway of Great Britain. She's up against Megan Fletcher of Ireland. It's Conway in the white judogi, Fletcher in blue. Chance for the arm here. Conway trying to work the Jujigatami. But good defense from Fletcher. Both fighters have picked up a penalty apiece. We've got a little over 2 minutes left to go. Real battle for grips here between Fletcher and Conway. Conway going over the back now. Should have come up with a sumigeshi from there, I suppose. Would have been the initial reaction. Once you get that arm over the back, this time it's around the waist. Fletcher trying to defend on the ground now against the oncoming Conway. Yoko Tomoinage from Conway. Fletcher just managing to get a foot down and stop the roll. Thought about the Uchimata. Now it's Conway's turn with Uchimata, and then a little Ashiwaza at the end. "14 seconds left to go." Into the golden score period then. Little stab there at Kojigari from Fletcher.
The next contest on Tatami 1, fourth round will open under 90 minutes. In group Judo for Turkey, Untitled Chapter. In one Judo for Spain, Nicholas Dear spectators, we have 5 minutes break on Tatami 2.
Very, very close contest between this pair. Not surprising, they know each other really well. So we've had a little over a minute of golden score. Fletcher still looking busy, moving well, putting some pressure on Conway, who was one of the seeded players in this pool, and Gahi being the other. Right-sided effort from Conway, but Fletcher avoids that easily. Leaves a nice bit of space between her and her opponent. Sumigaeshi from Conway again. Fletcher able to feel that coming, move off to her right and avoid getting caught. Fletcher's got to be careful here. A couple of attacks in a row there from Conway, just shading things as far as the attacks are concerned. And then comes the Makikomi, got herself into a bad position, unfortunately, couldn't break the grip off. And Conway it is who gets past Megan Fletcher. So it'll be Sally Conway to face Marie-Yves Gahy of France in the third of the quarterfinals. The first of the quarterfinals features Maria Perez of Puerto Rico. She's up against Khalida Zupancic. It'll then be Yuri Alvear of Colombia to go up against Arai Shizuru of Japan. And then it'll be Marie-Yves Gahy to face Sally Conway. Right, coming up next, Ono Yoko of Japan is up against Sara Rodriguez of Spain. It's Ono in the white judogi, Rodriguez in blue. Just got to be careful with the competition area here. Sorry about that. Rodriguez doesn't want to get involved in a push and shove battle on the competition area and pick up a penalty unnecessarily. What's the point? You know that those are going to count in the end. Avoid picking them up. And she played around on the edge there unnecessarily. Didn't need to be there. Ono wasn't doing a big, containing job or closing her down or forcing her into that area. She stepped in there herself and ended up picking up a Shido. Well, now there she is again on the edge of the area.
No te quedes sin agarre, mete el brazo por dentro, usa menos la mano.
Chance on the ground here for Ono. Yeah, that's going to go again, and there's your man, Veli-Matti Karankanta of Finland, the referee, who's... If you're going to win in Newaza, you want to hope that he's in the middle. He saw that one coming, allowed it to continue, it developed, went into the Osaikomi 3 times in a row. We've seen him in control where it looks as though a mate could be caught, and he says, no, I think something is coming from this. And 3 times in a row, it has. Rodriguez caught on the ground. Ono goes through to the quarterfinal. On the mat now, Asma Niang of Morocco faces Yanzi of China. It's Niang in the white judogi, Yan in blue. Oh, that was nice work from Niang. Only problem with the end there is that she fancied that she'd scored Ippon and stood up. Why wouldn't you carry into Newaza just in case it wasn't Ippon? You had every chance of following up on the ground, and you stood up. Oh well, let's hope for Niang's sake that that doesn't come back to haunt her. Both fighters pick up penalties for entangling the fingers there. Well, there won't be any chance for Yan because that was really well done. Yeah, I think she's hurt the fingers there. I'm not sure how they got caught up. Niang's not hanging around for any change. She's just gone straight off. Yeah, she's absolutely right. Niang was thrown there, holding the fingers. Well, it was all over very quickly. Let's see it on the replay. Right, we go back to the 90 kilo category then, and coming up is Axel Clerget of France. He faces Hussein Khalmuzayev of Russia. It's Clerget in the white judogi, Khalmuzayev in blue. This is the first of the contests in round 4. In Pool B. We've got one after this. So this for the quarterfinal place in this pool. There's one place in the quarterfinal in this pool. So we'll have 2 contests to decide who's going to take their places in there.
Tatami 2, goal score.
Clerget picked up the penalty for avoiding to take a grip. Oh yes, that was beautifully done. Ippon Seoinage top. He reacted to what he felt was the Ippon Seoinage attack. Koji Gari from Clerget. And he looked to follow that up on the ground very quickly, the Frenchman. Yep. Sold him completely on the first technique, which was the Ippon Seoinage. Karl Musayev reacted, going to the rear, and then Clerget hooked in. Koji Gaki from the Frenchman brought Karl Musayev down on his side. Wazari the score, and that's the lead with 1.5 minutes left to go.
2-time Olympic medalist, 3-time world champion, Yuri Hayao.
This for a place in the quarter-final. Win this, you continue in the competition with at least one more fight. You win this, you got at least one more fight. Lose this, and you're on your way out. Clerget really aggressive and positive, almost turning Karl Musayev into the Osaiwaza. Good work from the Frenchman. 30-odd seconds left to go. Karl Musayev got to dig deep here to find something. Not going to happen. The single score picked up by Axel Clerget is enough to take him into the quarterfinal. Disappointment for Hussein Karl Musayev, as there was for his brother yesterday, Hassan Karl Musayev. Well, his brother went one round further than he did. But today, Hussein unable to make it into the quarterfinal. It's Axel Clerget who takes it. Well, the quarter-final lineup is beginning to take shape here. Axel Clerget it is, who's made his way into the quarterfinal. He's going to face the winner of the upcoming contest between Komranshaw Ustopirion of Tajikistan. He faces Peter Zilka of Slovakia. It's Ustopirion in the white judogi, Zilka in blue.
In blue judogi representing Slovakia, Peter Zilka. In white judogi representing Tajikistan, Komranshaw Ustopirion.
Nice effort on the right there with a Seotoshi that Zilka managed to fight off. Yeah, well, I said in a previous contest that Ustopirion is the kind of guy that you want to see the back of in 2 minutes. You don't want him... He doesn't want to be around that long. He tries to get things done pretty quickly. Trying to break that grip off. There's Ustopirion. Free his arms up and come up for that favorite Sode Tsurikomi Goshi, and he picks up Wazari from a counter. Minute and 19 left to go. Ustopirion leading here by Wazari. Nice spinning effort there from Zilka, trying everything that he can here. Oh, they wander off the competition area. with 20-odd seconds left to go. He picks up a single Shido, does Ustapira, and he's done well here. He's fought well at these championships because there can be times when he gets drained towards the end of a contest, but he stayed strong. In every contest I've seen him so far, including this one. And he's going to take this fourth round contest to take him into the quarterfinal.
Golden score, number 91.
Right, so that was Peter Zilka losing out to Komranshaw Ustapirion. We've got the quarterfinal in the under 70 kilo category coming up next. Marie-Eve Gahi of France will face Sally Conway of Great Britain. It will be Gahi in the white judogi, Conway in blue. And with commentary on this one, it is former world champion Loretta Cusack-Doyle. Good afternoon, Loretta.
Good afternoon, Sheldon, and yes, this is a very exciting match that's coming up now. Gahi, well, you would expect, oh, well, there's a 5-minute break, so we've obviously got to give these athletes a little bit of chance to sort of compose themselves and prepare for what is a very crucial match between these two young ladies. Who will it be? Well, this is the question we are all asking, looking at both these athletes. They definitely are on form to be on that podium, but we're just waiting to see up against each other. But when you look at Sally Conway's performance from Great Britain at the World Championships, she was a bronze medalist, and she'll be wanting to get that one step forward into that. And for me, it's an interesting thought and prospect, but Gahi, well, you cannot write this young lady off. She's an amazing athlete, and France have done extremely well. They've got some wonderful performances throughout the time. At the Olympic Games, World Championships, she's only got a 5th place, but the Olympic Games, she was bronze medalist, Sally Conway, and will be wanting to get that Olympic, that bronze medal, that world medal, I should say. She wants to get that. It's something she's been really hungry for, and she's had the continental medal, well, not the gold, but a silver, but she's still been on that podium. But it's that world medal that has always been the stumbling block for her. As we all anticipate there, everybody with the big question, who will it be? And you see people are looking there, all anticipating, and there's been some real actions going on throughout this competition. It always makes you wonder what they're thinking right now. They'll be in the actual warm-up area. Well, now they'll be going through to the judogi control, standing at the edge there, side by side, coaches on edge, everybody here, personal coaches at the side on the stands, waiting to see these two young ladies appear. Now, overall, this today, there's both these weight categories. It's been some wonderful judo. 5th day into competition, and it's been, every day has been very, very different. And as far as the performance is concerned, so as a coach's tool, there's so much to be learned and so much to gain as far as valuable information that we've received throughout the technique used, the tactical ploys that they've made, the transition from some of these athletes, and the performances that have been absolutely outstanding. And here we have it. The time has arrived, and just coming onto the field to play, Gahi and Conway. Gahi representing France. She approaches the mat in white, and Sally Conway, who we just saw earlier on defeating Megan Fletcher, who had at one stage been a teammate and was working now, who actually competes for Ireland. And that was because they knew each other so well. Went to golden score, but it was because they have battled for so many years, right from juniors into the senior category. We're all waiting.
There we go.
Well, here we have it. Quarterfinals for a place in the semi-final for these.
The quarterfinal for women under 70 kilogram. In blue for representing Sally Conway, and in white jersey for France, Marie.
Will it be a 4-minute battle for these ladies? Well, we're all sitting on the edge of our seat. The young lady that I've known since she was 12 years of age, coming through the ranks and hitting some very good targets. A slow starter as a youngster in the cadets and juniors, but my goodness me, we're hitting that senior mark. She has just blossomed into being a real world, but an Olympic bronze medalist in her own right. Well, a very strong looking start for Gahi. She throws the arm over the top. Sally stopping that right hand from reaching the top end. Having a little bit of a struggle there to stop it. Has to work, and she'll know tactically. Kosota following down into the Niwaza for Awazari. So Gahi takes a good, comfortable lead there as she tries to work her way into the Niwaza. The Osakomi taking that leg out, but Sally, very, very powerful athlete, is doing extremely well to try and keep that leg to avoid the Osakomi. But here we have it, the legs come out, the Osakomi has started, and the seconds are ticking away. Well, for poor Sally Conway, it looks like again she's going to have to battle her way to try and stay for a medal, but it isn't going to be the semi-final that she goes into. Gahi convincingly takes the win for France for a place in the semi-final as the under-70s. And we'll see Sally Conway a little bit later on, where she will battle away in the repechage.
The next contest on Tatami 1.
Yeah, I didn't get to see all of it, but I'm sure Loretta was saying that we're going to see Sally Conway again.
Yes, that's right.
Will be in the repechage contest.
It's one medal. This is the problem for Sally. She's got the Olympic bronze medal. She's got the continental medals. It's that world medal she's set her heart on, but we're still in that tender hook. She's still in a repechage. Will she get that medal she's looking for? Well, it definitely won't be a semi-final. We know that now. But it was going to be a very tall order against Gahu, who's a very strong athlete. It was going to be a tough order, and she made it look so easy in that that quarter-final.
Okay, I thought you'd be interested to sit in on that one.
Yes.
I know you've got another contest taking place on mat number 1 with Nicholas Sherazadishvili that you're going to rush down to.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Loretta Cusack-Doyle. Right, coming up now on mat number 3, it is Ono Yoko of Japan. She's up against Asma Niang of Morocco. It is Ono in the white judogi, Niang in blue. Quarter-final in the under 70 kilo category.
will be in the semi-final for the other tickets.
Nice Tatami was her effort there
This was the last
from Niang as she threatened Ono with that attack. The winner of this will face Marie-Eve Gahi. Slightly more upright from Ono as she looks for an opening. Niang a little bit defensive. And she picks up a Shido. Almost came up with the counter there. Little Uchimata from Niang, and then on the way out, Ono looking to attack. Single Shido against Niang at the moment. Over on one side, can't stay over there for too long, and Niang cleverly makes sure that she's got, oh, that's beautiful. Kosotagaki Ippon from Niang. Absolutely planted Ono Yoko. So, it'll be Niang to face Marie-Eve Gahi. That semi-final lineup is Maria Perez of Puerto Rico to face Arai Shizuru of Japan. It'll be Marie-Eve Gahi of France to face Asma Niang of Morocco.
And the white for France, Axel Berger.
Right, the first of the round 4 matches. Sorry, we've got the quarterfinal already, beg your pardon. I hadn't refreshed properly. It's Axel Clerget of France to face Komrancho Ustapirian of Tajikistan. Clerget in the white judogi, Ustapirian in blue. This for a place in the second of the semi-finals. The winner of this will face Ivan Silva Morales of Cuba. Clerget just proved too wily for some of his for his opponents today. He's found a way to score quickly, score early, and then hold on to that lead. He's been very, very sharp. And he's had some really good wins, including a fourth round win against Hussein Kalmuzaev of Russia. In the third round, he defeated Kwak Dong-han of the Republic of Korea. And then first up, Yaho Varopev of Belarus. Just been that little bit too sharp, always one step ahead of his opponents. Yes, Makikomi again. And now he's so quickly into the newaza. This is the great thing about Clerget. Oshiro's just got hold of one arm and the trouser leg, and that's enough to do it. The Oshiro Kezugatami from Axel Clerget, not for the first time today. Makikomi from Axel Clerget just loses a little bit of the sleeve on the way down, but there's enough there for him to get involved on the ground, and he does. And that's great work from Axel Clerget. Right, that's all the judo that we've got for you in the first part of the day. We'll be back with all the repechage contest and medal matches later today, but it's bye-bye for now.
We would like to inform you that we will start the final weapon for
Bizim olduğunuz için teşekkür ederim. Günün esas görüşleri, final görüşleri saat 16'da başlayacak. Fasilden sonra görüşürüz.